are headed to Harris Neck Wildlife Preserve, which is just south of Savannah. It's about 45 minutes away from where we live here in Brunswick. It's been there once before. Sadly, I wasn't able to spend a lot of time there because we got there pretty close to the time that the park was closing. A little bit of history about Harris Neck Preserve. It is an old plantation, or used to be an old plantation, that used to grow sea island cotton. And after the Civil War, it was bought up by some guy who later developed it into an emergency airstrip for anybody who was landing in Jacksonville. So it was a worst case scenario. If you need to land here, you need to land here. And when it came to 1940s, the land was actually bought out by the government and actually used as a Air Force base in World War II. The cool part about that history is that a lot of it still sits there in Harris Neck Preserve, and by that meaning the runways are still there, and that's actually part of the hiking path. They also have the old hangar bays are supposedly still there. We're gonna go check that out today. I brought the bike. I don't know if you can see that in the back. Pretty stoked about getting the bike out again. Got it all set up to go. I'm gonna pretty much just spend the next couple hours just biking around. This is kind of the start of the trail. Kind of cool, just kind of a nice little boat dock and kayak ramp kind of thing. So we're just kind of getting the bike around really quick in the parking lot, making sure everything's set up okay, good to go. I'm sure after the hurricanes there's probably a lot of mess back in these trails and stuff. A lot of this was pretty well vegetated and stuff, and this is kind of like what a lot of our coastal parks look like now. They're just kind of torn up, but still pretty out. So I was not expecting a rough ride today. It's kind of cool because I'm really going to get to test out a lot of the goodies I put on my bike. Really pretty out here. Got a lot of ducks. I don't know if you can see those. Supposedly out during the summer there's a lot of alligators out here. The last time I was out here, we took the driving route. Saw a lot of baby alligators. They say those hang out close to the road, and the bigger ones hang out further into the reserve. So maybe we'll see some of those today. If you have a regular bike, I wouldn't necessarily strongly recommend bringing it out here like a cruise or anything, unless you plan on sticking in the main road. It gets pretty bumpy. A lot of soft dirt. Back on the main ponds over here, and I don't know if you can see it, but right there, there's an alligator. So now we are heading up to our first runway strip. So now we're kind of away from all the traffic. The only people we see back here is if they walked or biked back here. That's where the trail continues. So we are gonna see what's up here. Ooh. More pond. There's a big alligator right there. Big alligator, heron, bunch of turtles. This is really cool. I'm gonna keep moving that way. Not gonna mess with them. You live to fight another day, alligator. Oh, there's a, holy crap, didn't even see that one. That's a big gator. Let me get my Canon out. Get you guys a good video of it. So this is one of the main connectors there, strip right here. This is not the one with the hangar bay. I was kind of hoping it was. I guess this is what riding on an airplane feels like. or flying an airplane, getting ready to take off. Probably want to fall and eat shit and die. Whew. It's really cool. You can kind of see how wide the actual strip was, how much vegetation has actually grown. Really, really neat how something that was probably so hustle and bustle back in the day, especially in World War II, all the history, all the things that probably went on here. Runways. So I've not seen a hangar bay yet. A little disappointed so far. I was really hoping to see one. Seen some pictures online of them before, and man, were they cool. Jeep. Jeep. Last time we were here, there's all these baby alligators right here. We got some really cool photos of. Don't see anything out today. Those trees were also covered in wood storks last time too. It's kind of a shame. Those are all of that from the hurricane looks like it all kind of came down. Yeah, I will say biking is a really cool way to get through a park. Before, I always used to just drive through them and you kind of skip a few things or whatever, but this is quick, but it's not overly quick. It really gives you a chance to kind of look around and see. I try and do this more often. We're at one of the lookout points over here. I wonder if people who vlog a lot are mentally insane and they talk to themselves a lot, because I feel like I'm talking to myself a lot right now, which might help. Kind of weird. Psychologically speaking, get the voices from out of your head and start talking to yourself. Actually make you a little less crazy, but sound crazier. That's how I feel right now. I feel like I sound crazy, but I feel slightly less crazy. Now that's crazy. It's 3 miles. Not including the big airport triangle and all the side trails I took too. I'm at 13 kilometers. It looks like we are now getting to the exit of the preserve. So this means we're going to be on the main road outside of the park for a little bit, because the exit and the entrance do not actually connect like to the same parking lot. So 4 miles. Ooh, this looks fun. Alright, so just got back in the truck. Really awesome bike ride. Strongly recommend if you're ever in the area. I logged in, I think it was 17 kilometers. 16 kilometers on the speedometer, which is pretty good with all the riding around it did. A lot of little side trails and stuff. It's a 4 mile loop. I think it's 5 miles to get actually back to the back entrance from our truck was. So 5 miles on top of whatever trails I took in like the 3-hour ride I did. So a lot of fun, awesome time, really cool. And yeah, look, somebody's gonna go bike here right now. That'll be easy. So yeah, heading home now.